Hi, it's Tim and Shana from Punk Rope, and in this video we're going to talk to you about a very hot topic, which is why is my rope breaking? My goodness, we see on all these message boards people complaining about their rope splitting in half or breaking at the handle, beads flying all over the place, right? And I can tell you, and I know Shana can tell you, we keep our ropes, and these are plastic ropes, typically for at least a year, sometimes more. I know Shana's got some that are super thin down the middle. I don't know if this is one of them. Yeah, we'll have her get it because I want you to see what this looks like. So you get to see how long someone can actually keep a rope, and we'll get a close-up on that. Yeah, we can compare the two. So this is
last summer's rope.
Yeah, the red is last summer. Can you guys, I need Shana just to bring it a little bit closer to the lens so that we can see the, yeah, so there you get an idea of where it's worn away, right down the center. And then there's the green one by comparison, which is it's quite a bit thicker. I mean, neither is super thick. They were 5mm ropes to begin with.
This one started at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
But only inside.
Yeah, so the green one is a little over, or around 4 months old, and the red one is from last year. Okay. So, but back to the subject. All ropes are going to break. That is a fact. Some will break faster than others. Typically, a plastic rope is going to have a shorter life than a really heavy metal rope that's coated. So if you're familiar with cross rope, those ropes have a longer life generally. Beaded ropes can do pretty well because that plastic is very thick, but when they do break, it's a nightmare because the beads fly all over the place and they're held together with a pretty flimsy cord. These ropes are PVC, 5mm. 4mm is going to break faster. But let's just talk about some of the things that you can control. So one of the big factors in breakage is the way the jumper turns.
Are they PVC or polypropylene? Sorry.
They're PVC.
Okay. Got the
So if
chemistry right.
if the jumper turns by throwing their wrists toward the ground, so boom, you can hear that. Now Shana is missing, but some people can jump this way
and get a longer rope
and clear. Alright, thud, 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 right? Alright, so what's going on? Well, instead of Shana making circles with the rope, she's essentially throwing it down. It's gonna smack the ground, bounce, and if she's skilled enough, it'll go under her feet.
Or if it was longer.
Well, if longer, it still might catch. It's not necessarily the length. So, but what's gonna happen is that's gonna beat up the rope considerably, and that may be the #1 factor in breakage. So you have control over that 100%. By improving your turning mechanics, the amount of force with which the rope hits the ground will diminish over time, and that's going to extend the length of the rope. There's no question about it. Okay. Now other factors. The surface. Shana is jumping on a wrestling mat. Good surface. Bad surface would be cement, right? Or marble, or steel. Not too many people jump on those, but cement for sure. Asphalt's not awesome, but we've jumped many 5Ks on asphalt and our ropes have never broken during a race. And that's, you're talking about 3 miles of jumping. So what else? Temperature. Cold is not your friend. It's not your rope's friend either. Rope will get brittle and there's a better chance that it's going to break. Other factors, how do you store your rope? So when Shauna's done with her rope, if she hangs it on, I don't know if she can, I don't know if she can hang it on that thing. She has a hook. She's going to show you a hook. A hook or a hanger. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. By the way, that's a bar, B period, A period, R period from resistance band training. And we use it for our resistance band workouts, but now it's also holding a jump rope. So that's a good way. What you wouldn't want to do is tie the rope in multiple knots and then throw it in the closet. You know, that would not be ideal. Hang it on a hook, hang it on a hanger, hang it over a door.
You must travel with it though. You can do a light, loose slip.
There you go. There's a nice loose knot. That's a good option for throwing it in your travel bag. So the other big factor, of course, is volume. If you're jumping 45 minutes a day, your rope is going to last way less time than if you're jumping 10 minutes a day. And we're not going to say you shouldn't increase your jump rope volume, but just be prudent about it. The main thing is your health and the health of your joints, right? So just to recap, guys, number one, turning mechanics. Poor turning mechanics means your rope is going to have a shorter life. There's no doubt about it. Jumping surface, something to be conscious of. A mat will prolong the life of your rope. Storage is a factor. Temperature is a factor. And volume is a factor. All right, so with that said, we hope your rope has a nice long life. And if you need to learn more about turning mechanics, we've got some videos about that. Thanks for joining us. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, jot them down in the comments below and we'll get to them as soon as we can. We'll see you guys next time.